Binance just pulled in $14.8 billion in net inflows in a single quarter. That's more than the next 10 biggest exchanges combined. So the question is, why is everyone moving their money to Binance? In this video, I'm going to unpack exactly why Binance is still the undisputed heavyweight in crypto here in 2025. We'll cover scale, compliance, security, innovation, rewards, and much more. By the end, you'll see why millions of investors worldwide keep choosing Binance. Think back to when you first dipped your toes into crypto. Maybe you were worried about scams. Maybe you struggled to figure out which platform to trust. That is where Binance carved out its name. It became the place where beginners and pros alike felt safe putting their money. Fast forward to today, and that trust has snowballed into Binance being the global leader by a massive margin. Let's start with scale. Binance has more than 290 million users, making it the biggest exchange on earth. Over 8 years, people have traded a staggering $125 trillion worth of assets here. That's more than the entire global GDP this year. And when it comes to stablecoins, Binance is way out in front. It holds $31 billion in USDT and USDC, which adds up to 59% of all centralized exchange stablecoin reserves. That scale is exactly what drives the confidence behind this massive inflows, because people know that Binance has the liquidity to back their trades. Now, let's talk about compliance. Regulation has been one of the biggest hurdles in crypto, and Binance has leaned all the way in. With 22 regulatory approvals around the world, it's the most licensed exchange in existence. And it's not just paperwork. Binance has over 1,280 compliance specialists, 22% of its entire workforce, who are focused only on keeping the platform aligned with global standards. They run non-stop surveillance, enforce strict trading rules, and maintain third-party certificates like SOC2, ISO 27001, and PCI DSS. That's a kind of structure that gives both institutions and everyday investors the peace of mind to trade here. Of course, compliance alone does not equal trust. Security does. And this is where Binance has built a fortress. They've got a $1 billion SAFU fund standing by to cover users in case of emergencies. Real-time fraud controls have blocked over $10 billion in attempted losses in just the last 2.5 years, protecting 7.5 million users. Plus, Binance has worked with law enforcement to freeze or recover more than $230 million in stolen assets since 2022. And they've handled 241,000 requests from law enforcement and hosted over 400 training sessions worldwide. It's clear. Binance is not just protecting its own users, it's actively defending the crypto ecosystem. Now let's move to innovation. Binance is not just following trends. In fact, it's the one creating them. Through Binance Alpha, users get early access to projects with serious potential. Since launch, there have been 152 alpha listings. Nearly half of them made it to futures markets and 15% advanced to spot trading. That means users are stepping into opportunities before the broader market even notices. Today, Alpha alone sees $3.8 billion in daily volume and over 1.2 million unique users since March. Add to that over $6.7 billion distributed through airdrops plus integrated DeFi access for 20 million wallet users. This is a full Web3 gateway, not just an exchange. And when it comes to liquidity and accessibility, Binance is truly unmatched. 500 coins, 1,500 trading pairs, and spreads tighter than Taveta, than anywhere else. Their matching engine processes 1.4 million orders every single second, keeping trades fast even in the most volatile moments. And on the other side, Binance Earn has delivered $5 billion in lifetime earnings. Binance Pay has processed $230 billion across 300 million payments. That's proof of real world adoption at a massive scale. And of course, we cannot skip over BNB, the fuel of the Binance ecosystem. Between January of 2024 and September of 2025, just holding one BNB earned people over $200 in extra rewards. Launch pool, hodler airdrops, mega drops, staking, you name it. And while those rewards piled up, the price of BNB has climbed 243%. That's double value, rewards plus growth. And if you're finding this breakdown helpful so far, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button so more people can be able to see this. And if you want more crypto insights like this, make sure to press the follow button. Let's keep rolling. So here is the big picture: scale, compliance, security, innovation, liquidity, rewards. All of these pillars together explain why Binance is leading. But the real mic drop moment is this. In quarter 3 of 2025, Binance brought in $14.8 billion in net inflows. The next 10 largest exchanges combined, just 94 million. That's 158 times more than its rivals. And many of those rivals were actually bleeding money. No matter how you slice it, Binance is not just ahead, it's dominating. Scale, compliance, security, innovation, liquidity, and rewards. It's a full package. So why Binance? Because no other exchange comes even close. And if you found this video valuable, like it, follow me for more, and share it with a friend who still isn't sure where to trade.